Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I have the pleasure to be joined by manager Sam Jones. I mean, busy night for you, mate. Aadam Hamed and Cameron Vuong doing the business on the Riyadh season prelims, I think we're calling it now, mate. But how is that for you?
Listen, whatever they are, it's a great concept. His Excellency's did the same thing in America, and I think he's carried it on for this as well. It's a great concept. It's giving the fans free of charge boxing is just absolutely incredible, isn't it? And it's on, everyone can watch it. Sky Sports stream, I think it was on DAZN stream, whatever it was on, it was free of charge. It's brilliant for the fans. So yeah, Aadam, really happy with him. Aadam literally had 5 days notice. He did no camp. He's just fit. He's just really fit. That's the honest truth. So Adam's come back, got on a plane to Morocco, cut his holiday short in Morocco, came and had a fight, and I thought Cameron was brilliant.
They definitely, both of them definitely were. I
was really happy with Aadam. So happy with Aadam, because literally when I say no camp, he's just fit. So credit to himself.
Definitely, and Morocco's a lovely country, so it's a massive opportunity. So what an opportunity to bring him back as well. I want to start with Aadam there as well. When I was watching him in the ring, I turned to shout out to my media colleague Georgia. I turned to her and said, even with the short hair, God, he don't half look like his dad in there tonight. I mean, excellent performance against another step up, and like you said, I mean, even more impressive that he had no camp as well.
When I say Aadam has had, that is his third fight ever in his life. Amateur pro, it's his third fight ever. That's what I said before. I know he had a fight in Poland on that big card, but all I said was just give him time. Don't form your opinions. Let the kid. And I think you saw a lot more than you saw in his last fight. You're going to continuously see him develop. He's working really hard. He's going to be in the gym, and hopefully he's going to be out in October. So Aadam Hamed's going to be active.
Definitely as well, and what all prospects need, and I think all prospects have when they sign with yourself, and I'm going to shout out your other colleague Lee Eaton as well. Activity, you sign with these two guys as well. Cameron Vuong in there, coming off career best performance against Jeff Afori, against a tough man, and then another experienced title-winning guy, Joe Hughes.
I don't think it was Cameron's career best performance against Jeff Afori. I think it's a learning fight he had against Jeff Afori, which is the reason why we did it. Cameron learned a lot about in that fight, because listen, Cameron's not the finished article. He's not the finished article. But what he doesn't want to do, and which is the reason why he deserves respect, he doesn't want to fight journeymen. He wants to fight competitive fights. And that kid he boxed in there came to win. He had an 8-week camp for the fight, so he didn't have short notice. And Cameron respectfully to Joe, Cameron battered him for 8 rounds. I think the judges gave him 1 round, which I really want to know which round they gave him. Probably had more admiration they've given him around there, and I don't want to disrespect him because he's a lovely kid and game as a badger, but Cameron battered him for 8 rounds, and I think if it would have gone another more round, if Cameron would have the only criticism of Cameron on that performance is if Cameron would have turned the heat up on him in a couple of rounds before, like he did on the last round. Like he saw him, he had a go at the start of every round, and then Cameron took over on every single round, which is the reason why I'm a bit baffled how he's won a round, but hey ho, he won 7 rounds to 1, but Cameron would have stopped him. But it's all learning. He is 22. He's only just turned 22 years old, and if you look at his record, look at the last fight, this fight, he's being matched. I'm not saying so hard, but he's being matched in competitive fights.
They're experienced guys as well.
If you look at some other kids that are Cameron's age, you look at the guys that they're fighting, it's just not comparable. That's why he deserves a lot of respect. He's just called out Gavin Gwynne. Gavin Gwynne is a proper fighter, a really good fighter that we all have a lot of respect for. But for him to say he wants to fight someone like that in his fucking 7th fight, give the kid a lot of respect.
Can that fight with Gavin be likely?
Yeah. Well, it's easy to make, isn't it? Lee Eaton's a mate of mine. Lee is his manager. I'm Cameron's manager. Eddie's the promoter. We all like the fight. It's just a case of everyone gets paid fairly. Just pat Frank Smith down for a few extra quid and we'll get the fight done.
Definitely as well. I think it'd be the fastest moving prospect if that Gavin Gwynne fight.
It's not that we're rushing him to world level, like, oh, Cameron's being rushed to it. We want to fight at a domestic level and keep him there. Do you understand? So like we're not doing anything reckless with Cameron. We're doing something that we believe he's more than capable of. Yeah.
Definitely as well. Obviously, I want to move on to Mark Dickinson as well. Lost out in Japan, but didn't disgrace himself in there. And I think you mentioned, I think I saw on socials, a potential move up to 168.
No, he is. He's moving up to super middleweight. Killed him to make middleweight in Japan. And I'm discussing with Eddie now what his next moves are. I'm hoping to get him out before the end of the year, but if not, he's going to be boxing very, very early 2025. But still early days for Mark. He's still young in his career. He boxed the tough as fuck Japanese guy, which a lot of people had Mark winning. I mean, I thought we're not going to complain about the results and cry and complain, but Mark didn't disgrace himself, and he'll come back a lot stronger as well.
Definitely as well. Final one from me, Jack Catterall, Regis Prograis. I mean, what a fight this is. A little delay, but we're back at the Co-op Arena in. Not back. It's the only. We're still there, but I mean, what a fight that is for Jack Catterall, cementing himself as the number one in division with a win. Yeah. Listen,
it's a great fight. Really looking forward to it. I think it's a fight. It's a good fight for British boxing. I mean, it's going to come off the back of this monster card on Saturday, put on by His Excellency, which is what this country really needs. Something like this. You know, the Joshua fight. I know it changes to it. That's like an amazing card this weekend, and we're following it up with Jack Catterall next month. Can't wait.
Definitely, Sam Jones. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers. Well done.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.